young man who's got very little going for himself, except he's got a great first name. He challenged us. So we have, let's say, 35,000 people tonight, and he has 200 people, 300 people, not too good.
Of course, following the El Paso, Texas Beto versus Trump challenge, numbers for those in attendance were all over the map. Claims from 65 people to over 10,000 are floating around for the turnout for Beto O'Rourke. However, video from Beto's speech shows a very sparse crowd. In fact, C-SPAN mysteriously dropped their coverage of the Beto O'Rourke rally at the last minute, while Trump's numbers were blatantly obvious.
Thank you very much, El Paso. Thank you very much.
Unlike Beto's rally, Trump's rally was infiltrated by flare-ups of anti-Trump protesters.
Is there any place that's more fun to be than a Trump rally? Is there?
In fact, the Gateway pundit reported that the Latino man that reportedly violently attacked a BBC reporter in the nest of the mainstream media may have been doing what is known as bird dogging, a far-left tactic where you pretend to be a Trump supporter, as he still had a tag on his MAGA hat and he was awkwardly disappeared right after the incident.
Oh, look at all the press spec. You believe that? This is like the Academy Awards used to be. They've gone down a long way since they started hitting us a little bit, right? They've gone down. That was a long fall, but there they are.
Of course, the media will run with this as they continue to blame Trump for every conceivable thing under the sun. For instance, impeachment zealot Al Green's insistence that Trump is responsible for Virginia Governor Northam and his Attorney General's blackface embarrassment, but President Trump addressed that issue with clarity.
Democrats are also pushing extreme late-term abortion. Allowing children to be ripped from their mother's womb right up until the moment of birth. What's that all about? So in Virginia, the governor, he's gotten a little publicity lately. I like him. Keeps us out of the papers. I like him. I'd like to find a few more guys like this one. He almost moonwalked. His wife stopped him. Darling, it would be inappropriate. But the governor stated that he would even allow a newborn baby to come out into the world and wrap the baby and make the baby comfortable and then talk to the mother and talk to the father and then execute the baby. Millions of innocent, beautiful babies are counting on us to protect them, and we will.
In fact, if you look at McAllen, if you look at Sam...
All right, Beto claims that immigrants create less crime. The problem is they conflate the two, illegal immigration and immigration, all right? Because illegal immigrants actually vastly outnumber the majority of people who are in our population in prisons. I believe it's like 25 to like 40% of people who are here illegally, illegal immigrants, populate our prisons. So the propaganda is ridiculous when they constantly say immigrants create less. Yeah, those are legal immigrants. We don't know who's here illegally creating crime. So there's no statistics based upon that. By the way, look behind you, Beto. Is that a wall? I thought walls kill people. Why aren't you letting people on your stage? Oh, and why did you fund the Guatemalans that got sent off to Missouri? Didn't you fund those people? Project Veritas was inside of your campaign, and you guys were illegally giving money to these people who were crossing the border. You guys were giving them blankets. You guys were giving them food. How did you have the most money out of any other candidate ever? What, it was like 60 million backed? You said that you didn't have any big firms backing you or big PACs backing you when it was completely a lie. You do have huge people behind you because you have like $60 million in your campaign. Is that going to fund a future presidential campaign? Probably. This guy's a threat. Look how he's jumping around the stage like he's some sort of teen, like rock star or something. Watch this.
His Diego, if you look at all points in between, the U.S. cities of the U.S.-Mexico border are far safer than the U.S. cities deeper in the interior of the United States of America.
It all came down to the wall, and Beto and his supporters are on the wrong side of that wall, and history, and the truth, and the border for that matter, as the majority of Beto's supporters were holding Mexican flags.
That's disgusting.
Necesitamos tratar cada persona con dignidad.
What happened in El Paso was a preview of what's to come as 2020 draws closer. We can surely expect the Democrats to roll out more deception and a contempt for common sense. John Bound reporting.
John Bound does great work. This is like the 4th time I've done this video because alarms kept going off and people kept calling me, so thank you. All right, love y'all. Bornhawk out.